It's reputedly haunted in the Minchin house for a number of years.
Okay, guys.
Now, there has been paranormal activity to occur inside this building. Signs for us to say, here is where I want to communicate.
Where it's said to rattle.
There has been a lot of things that have happened around this staircase.
He like misses with this and then he says something.
What's that?
This is just odd. Crypt Keepers, thank you so much for tuning into Amy's Crypt. Tonight we are investigating a house where there has been a lot of paranormal activity reported, but this house is very special because it exists inside the Adelaide Zoo. Now, I am filming this video in collaboration with my friends at Adelaide's Haunted Horizons, who have been conducting dark history tours and paranormal tours here at the Adelaide Zoo, and they've also been investigating it for quite some time, and they've got a number of stories to share about this place, so stay tuned. The Adelaide Zoo is one of South Australia's most beloved tourist attractions, as well as being an important institution for education and conservation. On top of this, it is also a place that contains a long, interesting history and possibly even a few ghosts.
The history of the Adelaide Zoo, it actually opened in 1883 and it's the second oldest zoo in Australia, so go SA. The first director of the zoo was a gentleman called Richard Minchin. Then when he passed away, it actually went on to his son, which was Alfred Minchin, and then he was here the longest. He was here for 40 years, and then it went on to his son Ronald Minchin, who unfortunately didn't last very long. He was only here for 4 years. And that's one of the reasons why this beautiful building behind me is called the Minchin House, because it's named after the first 3 directors here at the Adelaide Zoo.
This video will focus on the Minchin House, a glorious old mansion on the zoo's grounds, which has remained of great historical significance to the zoo since it was built.
The Minchin House was the director's home it was built in 1887 to 1888. It was the director's home right through to the 1970s. So the Minchin House is now an admin building, so you can't actually get to come into the building during the day, but if you come on an Adelaide Haunted Horizons dark history tour or in a paranormal investigation, you actually get to go inside, which is really exciting.
Having been lived in and a place many families called home, it seems plausible that some energy from the past may remain trapped within the Minchin House. And it has certainly been a place where people claim to have encountered the paranormal.
It's reputedly haunted in the Minchin house for a number of years. One of the gentlemen that works here, he's a massive skeptic. But he said, well, I'm a skeptic, but there was this one time, he used to work upstairs and he came in early one morning, he decided to go up the stairs, and it's a beautiful staircase that goes round, and he was partway up the stairs when he looked up to the top and he saw a woman standing up there, and she had long skirt, long sleeves, her hair was tied back. It's like she was from the Victorian era. Couldn't quite make out her face before she just disappeared. During our investigations there, we've had footsteps upstairs as though it was coming down the stairs. Actually caught the voice of a child in there as well, and lots of our equipment going off. So it's been a really fascinating place to investigate.
Other areas of the zoo are said to be active with the paranormal, and we will investigate these in a follow-up video, so make sure you are subscribed and have your notification bell switched on. The zoo itself is open daily, and visiting helps to support their amazing work. Dark history tours and paranormal investigations can also be booked with the links below.
The zoo is an independent conservation society, and it relies on people like you and me coming into the zoo, keeping this place going. So come on in, enjoy the day here. It's a fantastic place to be. Even, it's great at night, but it's beautiful during the day. Come and see the animals. Come and visit the zoo.
Tonight, we will investigate the Minchin house to attempt to make contact with its former occupants. But first, let's take a quick look around the zoo. Alright, Crypt Keepers, I couldn't bring you to the zoo without bringing you here during the day, because that way I can actually show you some of the animals, where it's very tricky to do that at night. But the place behind me, this is the Minchin house, and this is actually one of the places that we're going to be investigating tonight. It does have some paranormal stories related to it, so I'm very, very excited to get back here in the dark. But let's go take a look around the zoo, because I've got some of my favourite animals that I want to share with you all. You all know I'm scared of birds. Shall we just go in?
Yeah, we have to.
Alright.
I think this one likes your aim.
Alright guys, as cool as it has been to show you around the zoo and meet some of the animals during the day, I'm just excited to come back at night and conduct a paranormal investigation here at the Adelaide Zoo. This place is really unique. They do a lot of awesome conservation work, so if you are in Adelaide, I highly recommend visiting. You can also do the ghost tours through Adelaide's Haunted Horizons, so look them up. I'll put all their links below. But as cool as the animals are, we're not here for them, we're here for the ghosts, so let's get into the nighttime stuff. Alright Crypt Keepers, I'm so excited because I'm about to take you inside the Minchin house. Now this place is absolutely gorgeous, and it was where the Minchin family, who were the original directors of the zoo, lived. And I believe there was generations of them that lived in here. Now there has been paranormal activity to occur inside this building, and that has been reported by staff members as well as my friends at Adelaide's Haunted Horizons, who have been running paranormal investigation nights and tours here as part of their dark history tours. So let's go in and have a look, and we can learn a bit about the ghost stories. Oh, this place is amazing. Alright, so just as soon as we walk in, these doors are absolutely gorgeous. And just the LED lighting in them with birds, I think that's a neat little touch for a zoo, basically, where animals are kept. Even through here, there's this really cool, I don't actually know what this is. It's a door knocker, and it's an elephant. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen inside a zoo? That's
Very cool.
Inside a house, that's inside a zoo. Now just behind me, this is probably where we're going to centre our paranormal investigation tonight, because there has been a lot of things that have happened around this staircase. So remembering that this was a family home sort of back in Victorian times, there's been a woman sighted by a staff member sort of on the top floors, and she was wearing long sleeves, a long skirt, and they believe that she was probably part of the Minchin family, who were the original kind of directors here. But they've also had a child's voice captured in EVP on the stairs, and I've been told this tends to rattle on its own despite being locked. A couple of other things that are common are hearing footsteps on the top floors, even coming down the stairs. So this seems to be, I guess, a hot spot inside the house. And I mean, it's just gorgeous. Why wouldn't we want to investigate here on the staircase? So I don't want to take too much time. I just want to set up, maybe we'll start with some SLS cameras and just start reaching out and really see if we can get some activity going in here tonight.
There it goes. There it goes.
Oh, hello. Thank you for joining us already. Alright guys, so I just hit record on a ghost tube session. We've gone lights out and we're ready to start reaching out to anybody in this house, particularly the Minchin family. Now, up the stairs, I have placed a couple of cat balls. We have already had one cat ball going off a number of times just while we were setting up, which is cool because I know that the spirits here are familiar with those tools because they have had other paranormal investigators coming through here. Basically, if they're moved, physically moved, they light up flashing colours. Now, halfway up the stairs where they've caught the what sounds like a voice of a child, I think that they asked something along the lines of, is there any children here? And they got an EVP responding, yes. So maybe there is kids here, and I've heard that they like the paranormal music box. So we have one of those set up on the upper levels here. Then right at the top, we're running Ghost Tube SLS, so that's detecting the depth of the room and looking to map any human-shaped figures that is the place where the ghostly lady was sighted. So I'm very, there we go, it's Capel. You know what we're talking about, you don't you? So that's where the ghostly lady was sighted, up there. So we wanted to monitor that area. We've also put a REM pod up there. So, you know, if anything gets close to that, it will light up and make noise. But let's go in here with the ghost tube. Hello, my name is Amy and I'm visiting the Minchin house tonight with Jared over here. And we just want to say thank you so much for welcoming us into your home and allowing us to be here. That's greatly appreciated. We would love to talk to anyone that may still be here in the house or the zoo. If there is anybody here, can you touch one of the balls on the stairs? Go towards the black box that's halfway up the stairs. Walk in front of the light at the top of the stairs. Or maybe you can come close to me, come close to the lights in my hand, and maybe you can tell me your name or let me know who you are. Are you able to make a noise for us that just shows us that you're around? Maybe you can knock on a wall or something, just like this.
What's that?
I don't know. So today, this house has been converted and is mostly used as office space. So a lot of these rooms are just offices. That's why we're kind of focusing here. That sounded like a kettle or a fridge or something.
Cap keeps going off.
There's just, it looks like there's servers or something in here, so I don't know what would make that noise.
And this is a door that is known to rattle, right?
Yes. Can you rattle that door for us or walk up or down the stairs? I might actually put my phone, the ghost tube, just here on the step where the Capel's been going off and maybe like step back. So because this is office space, there is a little bit of like a, I don't know what it is, it's some kind of like fax machine or something, it's beeping every now and then, so you may hear that. Now if there is somebody here, especially a child, we are very friendly people and we'd love to play with you if you've got any games that you enjoy or you like playing. Would you walk down the stairs towards us? Can you tell us how old you are? I'm going to use this. Is there anyone home? Can you show us that you're here? There's someone here. If you walk up the stairs close to this corner here, you can play some music for us. see. Can you try to play the music?
What's that? Whatever it was, the ghost tube sound spectrum picked it up because I saw it move in the corner of my eye. It's like that step just creaked or something.
So one of the things that I have been told happens a lot is it sounds as though there's footsteps coming up and down the stairs, or even just, you know, across the upper floor. That kind of sounded like the wood flexing.
Yeah, but yeah, on the bottom few steps.
I mean, I did just walk up there. Let's try an experiment. Actually not that. Oh, maybe that one is squeaky when I walk up and down. I just feel like, would it have cracked because I was just on it? I don't know.
Notice how the cat ball doesn't go off when you walk up the stairs.
Oh, be quiet.
Maybe you're not walking lightly enough.
I'm sorry, are we disturbing you? I feel like if there are kids here as well, be quiet is, well, at least the kids in my family, that's a very common, you know, thing to be said. What did it say? Tap. Can you tap on something just like this?
Well, the tap, that noise we had
Maybe
before
that
was
was
like
a
a
tap.
tap.
How old are you?
Do you want to say on camera?
I asked that earlier, didn't I?
Yeah. How old are you?
It's really weird because we didn't get anything on GhostTube for a long time. We've been in here a while now. And then all of a sudden it just continuously repeated a few words, right? Now it feels quiet again. But that all followed that loud crack or tap on the stairs.
Yeah, we heard a loud tap and then be quiet and then it said tap. And then it started repeating you, like, how old are you and that. It was almost like an argument. You're like, how old are you? And it's like, how old are you? And you're like, no, how old are you?
I want to know. You go first. We're going to try another experiment. The next experiment can be noisy, and I know you just said be quiet. So unless you can give me another word now to maybe tell me who you are or why you're here, we're going to go and switch on something that's a bit noisy. So if you prefer to talk using this, please let us know now.
Or forever hold your peace. Alright folks, it's me and the K2. So that's where this ball keeps going off. Let's just see if we get any K2 action there. No, nothing. This is kind of fun actually, this K2 meter. Now this is a door where it's said to rattle. So I just want to do a little bit of this. See if we get anything there.
Why don't you ask them to come to the door?
Can you ask them?
Can you? Yes, I can ask them. Can you please come up to the door? If you come towards this door, we might be able to visually see that you're here. Bonus points if you can rattle the lock. Just like this.
They're not going to do that, Ames.
Yeah. I don't think
Not
they
for
have it in
camera.
them. I don't think that they have it in them.
Taunting never works. I just don't think they want to do it on camera.
Jared and I are taking a seat. We are on the staircase. We're about to run a spirit box session. I have left all the cat balls and the music box set up behind me on the stairs. The cat ball that was continuously going off, I've now turned off, you know, just in case it's just acting funny. But there's still plenty of balls up here for you to play with. Upstairs, we still have the SLS and the REM pod monitoring the upper floor. But I have also placed a fresh ghost tube original session up there near that camera. Reason being is we probably won't actually hear what the words, if we get any responses through from down here, but I can review them later, and it will be interesting to see if there's any variety or anything different said up there from down here. So we will see.
And I feel like this is a good spot here because this is where that cat ball kept going off, where we heard that creak in the stairs. So yeah, why not here, I suppose?
Maybe they were signs for us to say, here is where I want to communicate. So yeah, let's set this up. So again, my name is Amy and I'm here with Jared. I have just put on this device. Are you able to use it to say hello or tell us your name? Is there anybody with the last name Minchin here? Are you able to come forward and say your last name very clearly for me? How many spirits reside in this house?
5? I had 5.
Did you?
What are their names?
I've heard that there's children here. Is that true?
What happened?
I don't know. You just put the light on. I didn't press anything. Something's messing with this. I'm not pressing the buttons, guys.
It's like it stopped scanning and then it started again.
And I heard voices come. It's doing it again. Alright, who is this?
Are you messing with our gear?
Can you come forward and state your name if you're going to mess with our devices?
Okay, again.
So I hope everyone can see I'm not pressing any buttons.
Spend some time in.
Spend some time.
Spend some time in. Spend some time in. Spend some time in.
How long have you been here? Can you tell me?
There it is again.
Is my spirit box just broken? Does this happen to anyone else that has the PSV7? is, yeah. It's scanning. It's like it's trying to say whole sentences to us.
Yeah.
Alright, so my name is Amy and I'm sitting here with Jared.
Press again.
Have you not used the spirit box much before? Maybe you don't know. This might be something you can use to project your voice.
That voice again.
Or where's that saying do? We want to talk to the man. What do you have to say?
He talks after he screws with it. Him. He like messes with this and then he says something.
Are you one of the Minchins? This is really odd.
Did you used to live here? Here it goes again. It's a female voice that time.
Are you the lady that has been seen upstairs? Will you appear up there tonight for us?
That's him again.
Honestly, guys, I don't know what's going on. This is still sweeping when it sounds like it's not. What do you want to say to us? We don't mean you any disrespect. Can you please just tell us as clear as you can? I don't know if you'll be able to see the...
Jesus. Something about Jesus then. Were they religious?
It's very likely, I'm not sure though. This is just odd.
So everyone knows that normally this radio, you know, it's going. But this time it was like just stop. It was stopping and just nothing but static for like 10 to 15 seconds, and then it would come back and there'd be a male voice.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
And it would slow on that particular male voice. One time it was a woman. Whether the spirit box is, I don't think it is though, because I can see it's still scanning through the stations. It just sounds very odd. It did act up when we were in Moonta, when I was in the room by myself. It sounded funny, but it sounded different to that. It was nothing like that. So I don't know if anyone has the same spirit box and has had similar, if it's an issue, I don't know. Maybe it's legitimately a spirit trying to mess with this device. It is a common thought that spirits can mess with electronic equipment, so it wouldn't surprise me if something like this can be interfered with. And there was definitely it seemed like there was a lot of voices, a lot of things going on there that kind of ramped up. Because at the beginning we didn't get too much, and then it just started acting real weird and we got so many voices. Odd.
The Nocturnal house was a surprise to us. We've had reports of heavy footsteps and doors banging.
We heard footsteps in there.
People have cited what is described as kind of like a black figure.
Turned back, there was somebody right in her face.
We are in the heart of the zoo, and just behind me is the Nocturnal house. If that was you tapping in there, thank you so much. It sounds like a scream.
I heard the door rattle behind me. I heard something over there, I don't know what it was.
Alright guys, tonight has been pretty intriguing actually. I have never had a spirit box that has been quite like that. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments, or if you have any theories as to why it would act like that. Do you think that it was a random fault, or maybe it was a spirit trying to communicate with us? Maybe you've even experienced that in the past yourself. Please let me know, drop me a comment. Now, I also just want to say a big thank you to Adelaide's Haunted Horizons for having me here today. I've got all their links below, so remember, go and follow their stuff, subscribe to them. And if you want to visit the Adelaide Zoo, which is at night, which is a very unique, very cool experience, you actually get to come to the Minchin house and hear the stories about it. Definitely check out their tours. It's more focused on dark history, but there is a lot of paranormal stuff to do with the zoo included there as well. They're great people and definitely worth supporting. Also, thank you to the Adelaide Zoo. This place is incredible. It's very dear to my heart and I love it. They do amazing work in conservation, and it's just really cool to come and educate yourself about all these amazing animals that are here. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That really helps me out. If you want to do any more reading on this haunted place or any other haunted place I visited from around the world, head to my website, AmysCrypt.com. You can also follow me on social media. I'm at AmysCrypt on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I also post bonus content on my YouTube members and my Patreon, which are linked below. But thank you so much for watching, Crypt Keepers. Until next time.